wealthy. And 16, we are the tallest building in the area, and my window faces south, so it looks directly onto the World Trade Center. And I would say, approximately 10 minutes ago, there was a major explosion from probably, it looks like about the 80th floor. It looks like it's affected probably 4 to 8 floors. Major flames are coming out of the north side and also the east side of the building, yes. And it was very loud explosion followed by flames, and it looks like the building is still on fire on the inside.
Which building are we talking about? The one that's westernmost?
Let's see. Yes, sir.
Did you hear the explosion from your position?
Yes, we did. As a matter of fact, we heard it, and because I was just like standing there pretty much looking out the window, I didn't see what caused it or if there was an impact.
So you have no idea right now?
There's another one. Another plane just hit. Right. Oh my gosh. Another plane has just hit. It hit another building. Flew right into the middle of it. Explosion. Right, God. It's right in the middle of the building.
This one into the east tower?
Yes. Yes. Right in the middle of the building. And right now, that was definitely looked like it was on purpose.
You saw a plane?
Yes, I just saw a plane go into the building.
Why do you say that was definitely on purpose?
Because it just flew straight into it. It looks like it's about, I would say 15 floors lower than the first building, and there's now flames coming out of that building as well. They're both completely on fire.
Now, Teresa, hang on with us 1 second. We're gonna re-rack the tape of when we were talking to you to see if we can tell.
Okay.
We can't see anything. We can't see a second plane in the picture. There we see the explosion.
All right, peace to the family, Subconscious TV, back again. All right, gonna break this down, some good history, Let me play one more video before we get started, right? One more video. Show you what's going on down on the ground level. What's going on?
I don't know. Let's just get back. Get back. You want them gone?
I just think there's going to be another explosion. Right?
Yeah, just showing y'all real people. It's real situation that's going on that happened 20 years ago. I'm pretty sure they're going to do a documentary about the 20-year anniversary coming up next month. Right? Go to FBI right there. It just happened to be in the vicinity.
Anthony, you okay? Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right, so yeah. September 11th, 9/11. Just the biggest numerology event, I will say, in the history of this country. I know about Pearl Harbor. That was in Hawaii, though. I'm talking about, and Civil War and stuff like that. We didn't have some events, but as far as impact, I believe this was huge, right? September 11th, 2001. This event takes place where they attacked the World Trade Center, the financial mecca of the United States. It was the World Trade Center. All right, don't let that slide by you. All right, so first dealing with the number 9, September. Now, it can throw you off because Julius Caesar and Augustus, they wanted to put their names in the calendar, right? Because at first, a lot of the world, we went by the moon, the lunar way of telling time or keeping time. It was on a lunar calendar, but Rome switched over to, and the Pope Gregory, that's why it's called the Gregorian calendar, he switched it over to uh track the sun cycle. All right. That's why I'm gonna make a video about the prison, a prison of time. All right. There's a prison of time, or basically just time magic that we are trapped into. Now, 9/11 dealt with a lot of color magic, and it dealt with a lot of numerology magic. All right. And in 1999, a movie came out called The Matrix. All right. And The Matrix was basically a psyop they just put out in the public just to see how y'all were, just to see how people will react to the truth. The Matrix is the truth, but it's told in an esoteric way. It's the same way as the Bible. All right. So yeah, 9, breaking down the number 9. The number 9 is the end. When you get to 9, like you go to the number 9, then you start off at 10, 1 and 0, then you build back up till you get to 19, then you switch back over. All right, so 9 is really the last number. So 9 means to end. All right, 11 means to awake. All right, so 9/11 was the end of the awakening. All right, if you know anything about astrology, Aquarius, we were about to enter into the age of Aquarius. I think we have truly entered into the age of Aquarius, especially in 2020. That's why you had another psyop, which I can't say the name of. You had another psyop happen then. All right, 20 years later, only 19 years later. There's that 1 and that 9 again. You see another psyop. All right. But going back to this, 9 is the end, 11 is the awake. The 11 is very important. All right. The 11 is very important. Okay. So just to get started, right? Now, why would I say the 11 is very important? All right. Because there's a god actually named El, right? What the number 11 gets his name from. 11 gets his number from the god El. All right. That's why when you see on the back of the dollar say "In God We Trust," all right, you always gotta ask who God are you talking about? There's been many gods over the years. All right. If you're not too trapped on religion, you can get this concept. There has been many gods over the years. All right. So who God are you talking about? In God we trust. We trust. I don't know which God you're talking about. It could be your God. All right. So there's always been this God named El. All right. Not always, but in the past, in the history, there was a God named El. All right. That's why even in the Bible, which is 2,000 years ago, there's El Ohim. All right. Those 2 letters right there are very important. All right. So when you look at the number 11, you got to think El even. El even. So 1 even. So 2 ones, 2 pillars. The Twin Towers are 2 pillars in Freemasonic cosmology. El even. All right. This God El, the bull god. All right. So just having those two numbers, the 1 and the 1, the 11, right, is very important. All right, because you can see throughout history, the number 11 is always used when you are trying to control a mass amount of people. They used El, they used God. This is a God event. All right. That's why you can hear a lot of these people who do videos like this, exposing shit. they will say that it's a script, it's a hoax, or it's theater. Theater. The is just like L. If you ever took Spanish in high school, you know what I'm talking about. The is just like L. That's because theology, theology, theology is the study of God. We all know ology is the study of. That's why biology is the study of life, because bio means life and ology is the study of. Same way with this. The is God. Ology is the study of God. Theology, the study of God. So the and L. All right. This is why they put on a theater to the masses of people. They put on the theater to the masses of people. We want you to see the God show. The meaning God, ater meaning the show. The God show. This is the God show. And this is the end of the God show. Because you got the 9/11. This is start out. This is start out very well. Start out very well. All right, so the number 11 is very powerful. All right, those two twin towers, the twin pillars of Freemasonry, very powerful. All right, just why they always set up duality throughout. Because most of these people, most of my people who watch this is my age, all right, or younger or older. You know what I'm saying? Be it either way, but you're my age, so y'all realize East Coast, West Coast beef. It's two pillars, right? Tupac, Biggie, two pillars. If those pillars ever come together, there's a ceiling and a floor. The pillars, if you understand construction, you know pillars cannot come together. When pillars come together, there's destruction, there's chaos. That's why it's order out of chaos. All right, so the number 11, very powerful. It is used now for mind control. This young woman right here, very great actor. Let me be politically correct. Okay, dress. When I first watched this show, I didn't know it was a girl or a boy for the longest, like to episode 4. Just really thinking back, I didn't know if that was a boy or a girl. Not trying to be offensive or nothing, but I'm just saying I didn't know. And later on we found out. But at the same time, that's part of the L even. That's part of the 11. The 11 is L even. You don't. It's masculine and feminine. It's negative and positive. It's yin and yang. What makes up this universe, right? The L even. That's why the number 11 is very powerful when you are trying to control a mass amount of people. That's why they use it all the time. Pretty much all the time. There's other numbers in numerology. Yes, I understand that. I get it. And gematria. Yes, I understand that. I get it. But most of them always lead back to the number 11. If you look at 33, it's 3 times 11. All right. Most of this stuff leads back to the number 11. All right. L even. All right. So we have this character in a sitcom, I guess, Stranger Things, that came out on Netflix. Netflix drops a lot of gems stuff too, if you're paying attention. All right, so L even 11, her powers was that she could control the mind, or she control her mind so much that it can manipulate her surroundings. All right, her environment. Her mind can manipulate the environments. That's why she was so dangerous. The mind is very powerful. All right, put a like on the video if you agree. Right, the mind is very powerful. All right, so you have 11 from Stranger Things. I found this very interesting. Right, Not trying to say anything about this event. I'm gonna just go gloss over it. I just found this very interesting. The face of Parkland was this woman named, it says S. Gonzalez, born Emma Gonzalez, on November 11th, 11/11. All right, 1999. A nine ain't nothing but an upside down six. So I always look at this. I always look at 1999. That's crazy. But you know what? He's even crazier about 1999. You know what happened in 1999 was Columbine. Columbine took place in 1999. All right, so agendas can take decades. Agendas can take a score, like Abraham Lincoln would say, 20 years. Agendas can take a century, bro. And sisters, you know what I'm saying? Agendas can take a while, but they always in place. It takes a time to run its course. These people are very meticulous about how the way they run this. November 11th. She's born 11/11. All right. And she has the shaved head like who? 11. I found that very interesting. All right. Because that was another tragedy in American history. All right. We like I said about this time prism. We caught up in a time prism. A prism controlled by times, hours and minutes. All right. Hours and minutes. You go to the 9 to 5. You work a week. You wore out at the end of the week. Now your body is weak. Now your body can't. Let's keep it pushing. All right, let's keep it pushing. Pearl Harbor. That was the last event we would say on the quote unquote American soil, right? Pearl Harbor, American soil. Pearl Harbor. I did a little research. December 7th, 1941, right? 1941, right? Now I hate to keep bringing this brother up, but when I see that 41, I off top, I think, damn, Kobe Bryant died at 41, and then COVID hit, the C word hit. Everybody's sad from this basketball player losing his life and his daughter losing his life, and then all of a sudden everybody gets sick. I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. All right. So 1941 was Pearl Harbor, right? September 11th, 2001. The numerology for that date is 41. All right. December 7th, 1940, 41. 41. A lot of times, my numerologists out there, you just look for the end of that year, look at the end of that date. Like 1966, the 1966, the Chicago Bulls were born, basically. All right. 1966, the Chicago Bulls is born. And then they don't really get relevant until a 6'6" guard comes from North Carolina. And then his last championship he wins to win the sixth championship. There's 6.6 seconds left on the clock, shot clock. All I'm trying to say is I'm starting to think this is not coincidence anymore. I've been thinking it, but I'm starting to think right now this stuff is not coincidence anymore, right? So yeah, let's do that. I got that Pearl Harbor out the way. 11. Then we got this woman with the shaved head, who I believe will be president, the first female president. I really believe that. I don't think this is the last we've seen of her. Emma Gonzalez, all right, who's born November 11th, right? Born November 11th. All right, born November 11th. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. Right, so we got 9/11. This number 11 is very important. These buildings are built like an 11. The two towers are built like the number 11. And then on top of that, the state constitution was enacted in 1777. New York became the 11th state to ratify the United States Constitution on July 26, 1788. Another 11. New York is the 11th state to join the Union. Let's pull another 11 out. World Trade Center history. The Twin Towers were centerpieces of the World Trade Center complex at 110 stories each. We don't use zeros in numerology, so that is another 11, y'all. This is a lot of 11s. The date is September, but it's the 11th. And then the two buildings that just happen to have 110 stories on them, which is another 11. All right, and they're built like an 11. And they're in the 11th state. This was I don't want to say it was planned, but something it just don't seem right, right? So days left in the year. Let me zoom in on this. Let's get into this. Days left in the year. 111. Day of the year. The day of the year is 254. 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. All right. And even if you take the 41, that's 11. That's 4 ones. All right. But I believe first we're going to do with the 254, right? Yeah, we're going to do with the 254. The 254. Why are we going to do with the 254 first? All right. And the number 11. This is how precise it is. It's because the plane crash. The plane crash. Aaliyah Houghton. We all remember that. We all remember that day. Aaliyah Houghton equals 254. All right. Aaliyah Houghton equals 254. Just like the day of 9/11. It was on the 254th day. It's so precise. Aaliyah Houghton equals 254. Plane crash. Right? So when Kobe died, I automatically thought something was up. Right? And then I thought about Aaliyah because that was another plane crash. Even though Kobe died in a helicopter, it's still the age of Aquarius. It's an air sign. Aquarius is an air sign. So they're taken to the air. You know what I'm saying? The hoaxes will no longer be done on the ground. They're going to the air. All right. This is how you know this is all about the age of Aquarius and the age of people waking up. People were supposed to wake up. And a lot of people did. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people woke up. A lot of people are waking up now, still to this day. Right? But their job was to 9/11, everything. 9/11. 9 to end, 11 to awake. In the awakening. Their job was to end the awakening. And really, they really just woke it up. But I do believe there's two factions working against each other, right? Because if we look at history, the Illuminati were ran out of Rome by who? The church. The Illuminati are ran out of Rome by who? The church. Right? So there's beef. These guys don't like each other. Well, matter of fact, they were ran into basically inner earth. They was ran down into the underground. Look this up. The Illuminati was ran out of the church was killing the Illuminati. All right, the Bavarian Illuminati. But I do believe the Illuminati always said they would get revenge. They were coming back stronger than ever. So now I believe that they're back. And they're making the church bow down. This is crazy. The church is gonna have to bow down to Illuminati. Because look at what's going on with the church. Look at everything that's going on with the church. Look at everything that's going on in society right now. This is all Illuminati shit. Like Lil Nas X, the church wouldn't approve of that. Feminism, church wouldn't approve of that. A lot of stuff that's mainstream now, the church wouldn't approve of. But now they willing to go with it. You know what I'm saying? We had our first Jesuit Pope. The first Jesuit Pope. All right. The Jesuit Popes, the Order of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see what else I got up here. All right, so yeah, I was trying to show that. Yeah, let me put Dana back up here, and there's a reason for that, right? So you got Aaliyah Houghton, Dana, Aaliyah Dana Houghton. That's her full name, and it equals 81, right? So we take Kobe Bryant, his full name, it equals 81 as well. All right, so this is the thing about the number 81. 81 represents rituals. All right. Now, what I'm talking about, we're trapped in this time prison, like 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? 5 days a week working. That time prison, right? In order to keep track of time, you would have to set up a ritual. That's a fact. How else would you keep track of time? Only how we could keep track of time was we know that, all right, sun, moon, night, day, 4 seasons, you know, summer, spring, fall, winter. But, it was no clocks. There was no calendars or nothing like that. I'm thinking back way old. I'm talking about way back in the olden days, the golden days. There's no clock, there's no calendar. So they will be rituals for your harvest season. There's a ritual for your spring season and the sun start coming back out. There's a ritual for your harvest season when y'all finally get to eat. Y'all been growing this out. There's rituals for this. And these rituals still exist. All right, so 9/11 was definitely a ritual. All right. A ritual for the age of Aquarius. These people pay attention to this very closely. All right. So September attacks. Let me zoom in on that. September attacks. See, it equals 101 and 254, right? 101 and 254. 101, the two pillars. All right. With the womb in the middle. 101 is very powerful too. 101 is very powerful. Yeah, so the two pillars with the womb in the middle, all right, creation with the 254. The 254 September attacks. September 11, 2001, 254. All right, which equals 11. All right, September of. There's a lot of 11s going around here. All right, 11, the doorway to your subconscious. The number 11 is the doorway to your subconscious. Right? I looked a lot of this stuff up. 1111 mind control. I was trying to figure out why do the elites use the number 11 so much? Even if we using gematria, right? Let's say we take the word rapper, which equals 38. 3 plus 8 is 11. Let's say we take the word Lucifer, or we take the word Jesus. It's going to equal 74. 7 plus 4 is 11. Let's say we take the word toilet paper, Or we take the word mind control, which both equals 56. Or we take the word coronavirus, which equals 56 also. 5 plus 6 is 11. I'm starting to see that this number 11 is very important. And maybe I need to keen in on that a little bit more. The 1111, mind control, right? That Stranger Things was a very popular show. Like, how if you hear me? If you know what I'm talking about, that Stranger Things was a very popular show for a reason. The Matrix is a very popular movie for a reason. Because we want to wake up. People want to wake up. That's why people listen to this. Hey, we want to wake up. But there's so many distractions. You know what I'm saying? So many distractions. All right, so yeah, 1111 mind control. Educational research into new technology and its uses in the 21st century in which we live is a never-ending process. As technology is ever changing, having a keen sense of biblical knowledge is a solid foundation by which to view all life's current events and circumstances. We are admonished to go forth as sheep in the midst of wolves while being wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Wouldn't y'all like that? All right, let me read this. Let me read this part right here. We are not to take part in fruitless works of darkness, but rather expose them. Ephesians 5:11. Therefore, it is always wise to stay abreast of current trends involving technology, especially when such technology can have the effect of psychological mind control. The Bible states in the end times, knowledge will increase, and history confirms this to be true. Yeah, that's why history is very important, man. You got to study your history because you can start to see where society is really trying to go. You know what I'm saying? You think that like, all right, a person like Genghis Khan was just a bad person, right? He died off. He still has minions out here to carry on his legacy. All right, a person like George H.W. Bush, Herbert Walker Bush, he has minions out here to carry on his skull and bone legacy. All right, skull and bones. Uh, let's do that right quick. Because I showed y'all that was a 41 date numerology, right? Oh, I'm right about this. All right, yeah, skull and bones equals 41. All right, skull and bones equals 41. September 11th, 2001, 41 date numerology and 23, which is crazy. I hope I got this picture up here. All right. You see how it equals 41 and 23? They used all these numbers. They used all these numbers, yeah. 41 and 23. Let's look at a clock. 24 hours in a day. You cut that in half, that's 12 hours. That before midnight hits is 11 o'clock. The hour before midnight hits is 11 o'clock. That's the 23rd hour. So when you look at a player like Michael Jordan and LeBron James, even they represent the 11. Influential people rock the number 11. Some of the most influential people in our lives, in our lifetime span, have had some affiliation with the number 11. Like I said, LeBron James, he's born on 12/30. All right, December 30th, which is 33. All right, Bill Gates, if I type his name out, it's going to equal 33. All right, and like I said, 33 ain't nothing but 3 times 11. Now, we could look at a person like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Martin Luther King was killed on April 4th, 44, 44, 4 times 11. Even if you take Malcolm X and do the numerology on that date, it's 44. All right, it's 44. It's 44. I just type out kill, that equals 44. Now, just to bring it out home, who was the 44th president? I'll let you figure it out. Yeah. The 44th president, yeah. The 44th president. Here's the L deity. All right. L is a generic word for God that could be used for any God, including Hadad, Moloch, or Yahweh in the Tanakh. Elohim is the normal word for a God or the great God or gods given in the M suffix makes a word plural. All right. So Elohim is I wouldn't say a multitude of guys, but I look at it as L even, masculine and feminine, negative and positive. If you want a reaction, you need to bring two opposing forces together. All right. That's why you got Republican. That's why you got Democrat. All right. That's why you got That's why you got blood. They understand to divide the brain. All right. Because your brain functions in 2 sections, right? You got the left hemisphere of your brain and the right hemisphere of your brain. Your brain is working in 2 different sections anyway. So it's very hard to, it ain't very hard. It's very easy to split that duality. That's why it's hard for men to understand women. It's hard for women to understand men. It's hard for the Democrats to understand the Republicans' way. It's, division. We all know about division, especially in this country. All right. The significance of the number 11. 11 is, we explained, represents Dayat, Elohim. All right, Elohim, the number 11. I'm not gonna go too deep in this. Hopefully, I got something else ready. Right? The pictures. All right, now here's the picture with the twin towers. Right. And I found it funny that they could put the Statue of Liberty right in front of it. All right. It's the 11th state. They knew what they was doing. They knew how they was gonna map it out, plan it out, everything before construction even took place. Right. They put her, and which I don't even believe is a her. I believe I believe the Statue of Liberty is a guy, but that's another topic. So yeah, they put her right in the middle of the twin towers, right? And if we look at Freemason cosmology, right? So we got this picture of the Statue of Liberty in between the twin towers. Then we got the father. I just said this. I feel dirty after that. I feel filthy after that. We got George Washington. I'm about to say the founding father. Anything ain't no father to me. But we got George Washington in between the 2 pillars of Freemasonry. All right. Very symbolic. Very symbolic. I just watched this movie. It was the sequel to the Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons. So, I'm looking at it like Angels and Demons. Yeah, I gotta watch this. So they talked a lot about the Illuminati and the church and that beef that went on between the Illuminati and the church, which a lot of people don't know that the Bavarian Illuminati is very real. They even have a founding date, which is May 1st, 1776. Now, a few months later in 1776, matter of fact, 2 months later in 1776, July 4th, 1776, the United States become an independent country. So even before the United States became an independent country, the Bavarian Illuminati became a real thing. All right, so you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. 1111 mind control. Now, I want to dig into this, right? So, the number 11. Another reason why it's so important because the number 11 looks like a doorway, right? And it's actually a doorway to your mind, a doorway to your subconscious. Put it like that. All right. It's a great way to brainwash people. All right. So even look at this. Let's look at this. Let's take back to kindergarten. Right? Let's go back to kindergarten. And they taught us a song. But they didn't tell us it was a song. They told us it was the Pledge of Allegiance, right? And we all had to sing this song, which could very well be a magical chant. Let's really look at this. This is the most important part of this video right now. Let's really look at this. It really could be broke down as an enchantment. All right. Hocus pocus, abracadabra, to the United States of America. Look, it's read like a witch's spell. You know what I'm saying? They teach it to you like a witch's spell. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. It's like a riddle, you know. It's like a song. You know what I'm saying? And we think they teaching us that just to make it easier for us to learn, but no, that is an enchantment. That's a chant. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Hocus pocus. You know, it's okay. Yeah. Anyway, that's why music is very important. Like a lot of our brothers and sisters say, you know, watch what you're listening to because they could slip some subliminal shit in there real quick. All right. And it's up and it's stuck. All right. But anyway, people with the mind control neural technology in their brains can be made to act out invoked actions in many ways, including involuntary looking over the clock, and noticing specific patterns or numbers. These events are almost certainly pre-programmed and evoked by remote computer systems. The function of the brain implants is oh wait, and glass. Yeah, that threw me all the way out. All right, so let me just zoom in. Sometimes I'll be having to go back over my own stuff, man. All right, so to that of a consumer smartphone, only much more advanced behavioral conditions techniques can be used to associate certain numbers patterns to specific meanings in the mind of the subject or target. A few examples: emergency. All right, emergency. 911. When you hear 911, when you hear 911, you automatically think emergency. Matter of fact, let's do something on the fly right quick because we already at least 30 minutes in, right? So I should be able to do this, right? Uh, what's the origins of 911? The first known use of a national emergency telephone number began in the United Kingdom in 1937 through 1938, using the number 999, which continues to this day in the United States. The first 911 call was made from Haleyville, Alabama in 1968 by Alabama Speaker of the House ranking fight and answered by the U.S. Rep. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay, so 1968, February 16th, 1968. All right, so I ain't mad at that. I needed to know that, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I had to look that up. Just real quick. Right? All right, so yeah, like I was saying, so this past year, 2020, the number that always kept on popping up was the number 56. So I'm gonna go through a few of these, right? Just a few of these. So we got Wall Street Journal lays out the case for why out of 56 million children, some shouldn't be required to wear a mask. All right, so it was all in the news, right? News by the numbers is what a lot of people like to call it, right? News by the numbers. It's just news by the numbers, right? So everything to do with that C word, right? The Rhinoceros Rex, right? Which equals 56. That number 56 kept popping the fuck up, right? So CNN focused on Lambda variant. All right, so we all know about the Delta variant, but now they had a Lambda. Matter of fact, that's the word is a Lambda variant for the 56 date. All right. Kelly Hand, K Hand, music producer, dead at 56, August 3rd, 2021. And news on Obama's 60th birthday. What you think she died of, right? All right, Jared Cole out with the C word while Yankees are on 56 wins. All right, Lamar Jackson gets COVID. Oh shit, I said the word. On 56 date numerology, a span of 201 days from Super Bowl 56. He's probably gonna be there. Lamar Jackson probably will be in Super Bowl 56. All right, 8.2 earthquake about 56 miles from Perryville, Alaska. All right, so it goes on and on. They just keep using the number 56, but they didn't use the number 11 so much that they got to switch it up. That's what my mind thought is. All right, that's my thought. All right, so yeah, the 11th state, whole lot of 11s, man. That's the number we need to focus on, y'all. That's the number we need to focus on. All right, there go the brother right there. I've been speaking about him. You know what I'm saying? This death really started the numerology journey. All right, so let's ignore the letter N right quick and let's just take the 72, right? 7 plus 2 is 9. EX, it just happens to equal 11, right? E and X is 29, which is 11. All right. So even this helicopter is already letting you know if you're in the know. That's why you got to hit the like button. And you got to hit the share button. You got to subscribe. You got to. If you're in the know, you know. 9/11. All right. All right. We made it. We made it through. Yeah. All right. So peace to the family, Soulcasters TV, the gas station, man. Please hit the like button for your brother, man. Please hit the subscribe button for your brother, man. Peace. What's up, man? We deep in here, man. 7 people. What's going on, y'all? No, men are electric, women are magnetic. Yes, facts. That's a fact. Come on here. You want to talk? Shireen Roberts. Hopefully I said that name right. Come on here. I'm about to post the thing in here. 33 equals 9. Balance. I appreciate you, Shireen. Shout out to you. 9/11. 911 equal to police. Come on the show and we can I'm sorry, I don't look at the way they got this set up. it's hard for me to see what y'all saying in the chat and then have multiple tabs set up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to waste your time, you know what I'm saying? Typing everything out. Appreciate you though, but I appreciate you though, Queen. Yeah, coincidence. Nah, I'm I gotta say that this is the thing. I gotta say that it is a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't that I'm selling out or nothing like that. It's just peace. Oh, Disney. I'm gonna go in on Disney too. Yeah. We're gonna have to talk about Disney. I'll let you say it though. Nothing is a coincidence. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Peace to y'all, man. Love y'all, man. Please hit the like button for your brother, man. Peace, y'all.